Today we're going to go over an example of how to design a one-way concrete slab in ClearCalcs. So let's head over to the one-way concrete flat slab template that load up. So generally, a concrete slab will be placed in conjunction with concrete columns usually in a high-rise and in bays. So they'll usually be cast together, and more often than not, there'll be multiple bays of concrete. So it's actually not common to find concrete slabs in just simply spanning. So in this example, we're going to consider a 10-meter span with 3-meter, on average, 3-meter base spans. So let's change this to 10 meters and then set these at 3,000. 6,000, and then the last bay is 4 meters wide. So 2 bays of 3 meters and then 1 bay of 4 meters. And then in this free body diagram, we can imagine that the slabs are spanning this way and that the column supports are occurring at the supports. So we can see our free body diagram here. And from here, we can see, we can design how thick this slab needs to be, as well as how much rebar we need in it. So right now it looks like a 200 millimeter deep bar will work. So if that's not a problem, we'll leave that as is. The bottom reinforcement, let's actually put in the loads first. So for loads, let's put in an average of, say, a dead load of 2 kilonewtons, and then a live load of 4.8 kilonewtons. We don't particularly need the imposed alternate load, but we'll leave it here anyways, and at mid-span. And we'll say that it's residential usage. So then we'll see here that the governing percentage is 83%. So actually our slab is still slightly underutilized, and its capacity that is governing is the negative moment capacity. So over the supports at the hogging moments. So actually this tells me that we can potentially reduce the number of bottom bars in the positive moment regions. So maybe instead of using an N12, we can use an N10. And then the spacing could potentially be 150 in the positive regions. So now our positive moment utilization has gone up. Yes, but our slab is now more efficient. And then we'll go over to the negative moment regions, and we'll say actually an 83% utilization on the slab is quite efficient, so we'll leave that there. One more thing of note is that so this slab is supported by columns at a certain spacing. So let's go ahead and put that in. So this is columns spaced at every 3 meters coming into and out of the page. So this is your typical column spacing between where the slab is spanning between. And let's say that we have a 400 by 400 column. So what the columns can be checked alternatively in our column module, but for this example, will be just the slabs. So in this case, a 200 deep slab with N10s at 200 will be sufficient for two 3-bay spans and one 4-bay span, as well with 2 kPa of dead load and 4.8 kPa of live load. And as always, if you request help using our template, feel free to hit the help button here and ask a question. Thanks.